Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Chips and Talk. Grab a snack. Let's chat. This is episode 27, and this one's a little bit different because I'm not on camera. I am just in pure darkness, surrounded by meatballs all around me. Marinara, spaghetti, all over. I'm just kidding. But I'm not on camera. I've decided to take that away for now. I don't know. I might bring it back. I think it's because I'm lazy. But no, I just have a lot of shit to do. And even though it wasn't a big deal to record myself and upload that, I just don't think it was good content for the channel. I just don't think people really cared, you know? And so it was kind of sad to fill the channel with a bunch of, it was just sad to fill the channel with it just kind of felt like it was fodder, you know, like, it was just, you know, just shit that I put up on the channel, even though it was very entertaining stuff, I think. But, you know, I mean, it wasn't really getting the engagement that I wanted. And, to be fair, really none of my videos do. But, you know, for those of you who may not know, the two of you who listen to this religiously, superjesusjackson is my YouTube channel name, and that's where I upload analysis videos on music and film and video games occasionally. And I do a weekly podcast, and I film myself and stuff, and I do upload the podcast to Spotify and Apple, which if you are a devout follower, you are using one of those platforms to listen to this podcast right now. But yeah, no video anymore, which is a shame. I think video podcasts are the best. I think I prefer them I prefer that over just normal audio podcast. But, you know, I mean, you know, if you want it back, you know, please make it loud and clear. And, but for right now, I think I'm just going to, you know, leave it be. And I've also been just kind of slacking with my original content. I've just been very busy, and I've been in a very sort of mental health rut and life career. It's just kind of been fucked for right now. And so, you know, here I am, and I'm still trying to record this. So it's interesting. It's an interesting dynamic to just be on the mic. It feels like I'm a little bit more lively. It feels like I am talking to someone. It's interesting. Like having a camera on, it feels like I'm just like talking to myself in a way. I mean, it still feels like I'm talking to someone else, but like putting my voice on a microphone, recording myself feels like I am actively engaged more with an audience. It's really interesting. You know, you would think it would be the other way around, right? But no, I feel a little bit more energetic. I feel a little bit more lively doing this thing. So maybe this will be really enjoyable for me. I mean, this might be a great way for me to kind of de-stress and stuff. But, I mean, I know that this podcast, we still have, you know, we still have a topic and a thing to do in this podcast. Of course, it's called Chips and Talk. You know, we get some chips, ASMR action, or snack, or sometimes no snack. In this case, I do have some Doritos Flamin' Hot Nacho Cheese. These are a relatively new flavor to the market, and they are amazing. Eat too much, though, and you will regret it, but they are very good. I got some right here. Here, I'll take some. Oh, I gotta use my left hand because my right hand is special. Oh, yeah. You always got to pick the ones with, like, the powder, you know? Oh, my God, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. It's fucking beautiful. That is great. It's a little too hot for regular just eating, I would say, but it oh my God, yes. Man. The flavor's on point, especially when like the powdery stuff just is so prevalent in the chip. Oh my god. Fuck yeah, man. Very addictive. Very addictive. It's weird. It's very satisfying to eat with some water, you know. Although I love soda with chips. But anyways, let me know what you are munching on. Although, see, this is interesting. I might upload an audio to the YouTube. I might do that. I might not. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like putting up a video of just like a screenshot with the audio is kind of like lazy. That's lazier than the video version. So I don't know, but maybe I'll just do it because for you guys, you know, but I just really don't want to put, you know, just kind of, I know it's not lackluster content, but it feels like it is, you know. At the end of the day, I prefer doing original content, you know, meaty content, meaty analyses. So I don't fucking know. I think I might skip out. I don't fucking know. But I also don't want to, like, in the future, you know, just fucking, like, put a bunch of uploads that, you know, are old. I don't know. I'll fucking figure it out. But this will definitely go on the audio platforms, of course, on the digital streaming platforms, podcast platforms and stuff. But anyway, yes. So talk chips. We already did the chips part. Got some ASMR action, but we also do talk. So we pick a random topic on the internet and we discuss. So let's hit it. Let's go. Come on, Google. Load. We use randomtopicgenerator.com. All right, so here we go. What do you think of buffets? Let me write this down, actually. The reason is because when I upload the audio, I just forget sometimes what the main topic was, and I feel bad. I just feel like lazy. So let me see here. Oh, fuck. So buffets. Buffets. Here's the thing. I like buffets. I have no issue with them. If you fucking want to go and fuck yourself with buffets, go ahead, please. Be my guest. I could care less, I guess. I prefer eating at dedicated restaurants. I prefer eating at fast food places. I just feel like buffets, like, it's this thing where you feel like you have to eat a shit ton in order to feel like you have your money's worth. And then if you go to a buffet where the price is kind of cheap or it's kind of lackluster, you feel like the food's not good, and it usually isn't very good. So where the price is low, that is, right? And so then if you go to a really high class buffet, then you're like, fuck, I really got to enjoy a lot of shit. But also, I'm not a foodie here, you know? So like when I go to a buffet, I'm going to get like the most basic shit. And then, like, the fucking person that I'm with is going to be getting fucking mushu and kimchi and fucking, you know, some Brazilian steak, you know, and I'll be fucking getting pizza, chicken wings, and mac and cheese, you know? So, like, and I don't want to go to buffet for that shit. I don't want to pay this exorbitant amount of money just to get fucking basic-ass food, you know, that could probably be better in another place that focuses on the food that I usually enjoy, you know, which is kind of basic shit. So, although I have been trying to expand my palate, but, and maybe it's a great way to expand your palate if you really want to do it in kind of one fell swoop. Buffets are great for that, for sure, I'm sure. I'm sure. But, you know, I'm personally not a huge fan of them. I could care really less, and that's probably because my palate is not the biggest, even though I consider myself, you know, I very much try shit out. It's not like I am a coward. I try stuff, you know. But I don't really go out of my way to do it most of the time. It's usually when someone brings food and I'm like, all right, I'll try it. Or, you know, someone just kind of drags me, you know. But other than that, I'm not really going out of my way for the most part. But I do want to change that. But buffets, I don't know, dude. And it is also this thing where you feel like you have to get a lot of shit and a lot of food and you have to stuff yourself in order to feel like you got your money's worth. So it's kind of fucked. And then there's also that thing of like, you know, when you're a child, when you're young, and then you have to fucking lie about your age so you get the cheapest price. That's fucking amazing. Anyways, next topic. Here we go. Do you play sports video games? Which ones? Is playing the video game or playing the sport more fun? Jesus fuck, this is awful. This is terrible. This is a terrible topic. I don't play sports video games. I without offending anyone, well, if you play sports video games, look, all the power to you. You're probably really good at it. Number one, I don't like sports. For the most part. Like, I respect sports. I think that people who devote their life in an athletic way, they deserve so much commendation. And I admire them so much because it takes a lot of discipline, it takes a lot of effort. And look, I'm an artistic guy, I'm creative, so sports are kind of the complete opposite of that, right? It's like you're using completely different parts of your brain and you focus on different parts of your body for, physical stuff. But when it comes to sports video games, yeah, same thing. I really could care less about sports video games. I prefer video games that are more, I would say, artistic. Even though there is art in sport, of course there is. I find chess, a great sport, even though it is a board game. I do find soccer to be beautiful to see. It's kind of artistic in the way that the ball travels and the way that a team works together. Same thing with basketball. I find it a kind of a ballet, in some way. Same thing with soccer. And just, oh my God, like just the athleticism that goes into a lot of these sports, swimming, gymnastics, pole vaulting, running, very inspiring, very, very magical. It's just amazing, it really is. But, it's not the artistic manner in which I want to express myself, so, and honestly, the fact that I'm even fucking calling sports fucking artistic in any way, shape, or form is fucking, I would say, fucking pretty fucking dope. I mean, you can meet so many fucking people who don't even talk about sports in an artistic way, but I have still yet to fucking talk to someone who does. It's probably because I don't really fucking surround myself with a lot of athletes anyway, because of just what I like to do. So, but anyways, sports video games, yeah, I prefer to play, fucking video games. Video games that are not sports video games. I think that sports video games are an easy way to kind of just market to people who aren't really that artistic. Hence a lot of athletes love playing the game, video game of the game that they love to play in real life. So that's just the truth. Like, really, at least my opinion, that is the truth. And then that's not, that's just kind of what it is, but I just prefer playing more, original games, that's just where the art is for me. It's the storytelling, it's the game design. There's no game design in soccer, like in a video game, that is, like, it's just soccer, so, but I guess I suppose, it's the player creates the game design, right? Which, hey, there's an argument right there. So that you could make an argument for that. Yeah, I mean, I have enjoyed playing soccer as a video game. It has been fun playing basketball if I could figure out the fucking controls. But also there is some sort of skill to these games. I will say that, which makes sense because they're fucking sports video games. So, the skill that it takes obviously in real life is a lot harder, but there is skill in these video games, and I respect people who are really good at sports video games because the fucking button inputs and shit like that, and the things you have to do with the analog stick, and all this shit you have to memorize, and you have to fucking pull this shit out, when you're playing online or in a tournament. It's to be admired. I agree. So, ugh. I'm definitely not shitting. But I prefer the just original games, really. And I will say that playing the video game for me, I wish I could play like real sports in real life. Like I played basketball for a bit. Like I don't know, like a couple months ago, and I fucking got really tired. Like my athleticism is just not there, you know. So just because of that, I'd rather play the video game. But it could be fun in many ways. I don't want to say one is more fun than the other, you know. Those of you who cringe at noises when people eat, you're probably hating me right now, so I'm sorry about that. This includes my girlfriend. Oh god. Fuck, that's so good. All right. Sports video games. That's the other topic. Here we go. Sports video games. Sports VGs. What's our time looking at? 17 minutes, eh? Fuck, all right, we got some time. If you could learn the answer to one question about your future, what would the question be? I don't want to know the answer to any of this shit. Look, this is probably, you know, anyone, right? The most famous answer to a future question, or the most famous question to a future question, to a future related, discussion is, when are you going to die? How are you going to die, right? Probably more is how, like, when are you going to die, really, more than how. Yeah, I don't want to know the answer to any of that shit. I guess if I could. It doesn't say if I had to, so. I don't want to know, because it just kills the whole reason of life, you know? It's like the fucking immortality question. Like if you could be a vampire and live forever, like, you would be okay. You'd be cool for like a good 300, 400 years. You'd probably have fun. But then at some point, you'd want it to fucking end. Like, and that's just fucking true, because everything has an expiration date. Sorry. Everything has an expiration date. And if it doesn't, it's fake or it's fucking wrong. Everything has an expiration date, because nothing is impervious to entropy. You know, nothing is impervious to wasting away. Nothing is impervious to boredom. Nothing is impervious to, I guess, losing luster. You know, like, it's just anything and everything will fade away. Because there's got to be room for other shit, for new shit. You know, if you got the same fucking thing existing over and over and over and over again, or, you know, at least living over and over and over again, you know, it's just going to take up space. Like, just logically, that is one of the reasons why, you know. But another reason too is just this idea that you'd kind of be bored out of your fucking mind, and fuck, like, but, you know, that's the immortality question, right? You know, like living forever or whatever the fuck. But I don't fucking know. Maybe it would become this thing where you get to a point where you don't even fucking, like, know that you're living anymore. You're just fucking perusing life by, you know, because you live forever. So you fucking have you give no shits. So you're just fucking living, you know? I don't know. Like, maybe there's a chance you're just gonna be like, fuck, like, I've been living 1,000 years and I don't even fucking know it anymore. At this point now, I'm just living, you know, like, and without necessarily living, you know. And fucking people who have, you know, 100, you know, year lifespans feel that way sometimes, you know, for a year or for a couple days or a week, you know. So imagine if you lived forever. But no, if I could learn the answer to one question about my future, I wouldn't want to learn anything, because that would kill it. And fuck, if I knew when I was going to die, that would fucking, I mean, that would be a great motivator, because I'd be like, oh my God, I have to change everything about. But then again, it's like, okay, if you know when you're going to die and then you do everything in your power in the present and in the up and coming present days, up until that date, to change that, like, wouldn't it fucking affect wouldn't it somehow affect it? You know, like, that's the thing with fate is kind of fucking interesting and stupid because like, if there's a fate associated with your life, then is free will a thing, you know? Like, and if it is, then it would inevitably affect your fate, you know? So then fate is not a thing, you know? Like, so if your fucking date of death, you know, DOD is set in stone, but then you proceed to do everything in your power to have that not be that date and have it be another date, then there's nothing for certain. There's no confirmed future anymore, right? So now if fucking what you're doing doesn't have anything, has no fucking purpose, if everything that you're doing up until that date has no effect on your date of death, then fuck, my life is pointless. There's no reason for me to be doing my life at all if that is the day, you know, like, and if that's going to be whatever the fuck, if that's going to be the date no matter what, like that would kill a human being's reason to live, to continue, to wake up every day. You know, part of the reason why we live is because we crave purpose, and we build our purpose every single day we wake up. If we knew that there was this fucking one solid end to our life, and we knew exactly what that was, and every single day, no matter what we did, wasn't going to change anything, then fuck. But then I think about it and I'm like, look, like, if there was a way to know, you know, your fate, and every day moving forward, you know that thing is going to happen, but you still feel like you have free will, and you still feel like you're making meaningful relationships and connections, and you're still having, you know, a fun time, then when that date comes, you're like, all right, I'm good. I don't know. Maybe it would be interesting. Maybe it would be cool. I don't know. This is why I'm a mess, because I can find a way to be okay with anything. And it's kind of a plus, but it's also kind of shitty. But I don't know. I got to think about that. Maybe it'd be cool to have a story like that, you know, where we kind of knew our fate. I'm sure there is somewhere out there a story about, you know, knowing when you're going to die, but like, it's that thing where like, you don't change when you're going to die. Like, you know, you still have, some agency or some will, you know? So I don't know. It'd be really interesting. I don't know. Maybe it'd be okay, but maybe it would take the whole fucking purpose of living away. I don't know. It's an interesting question. I wonder how much time we have. 24 minutes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me today on this interesting conversation, excursion, debacle. I hope you're doing well. I hope the snack that you chose was good and nourished your existence, your body. And let me know some of the answers to some of these questions, some of your answers from your perspective. I don't know how the fuck you would let me know that. Maybe send me an email, superjesusjackson@gmail.com. Send an email there. Love to read. But anyways, or if you have some questions, send them over to that email. Please, superjesusjackson@gmail.com. But there we go. That was Chips and Talk, episode 27. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. If it's your birthday, happy fucking birthday to you, you beautiful human being. If it's your day, hope you're having a good day. If it's your night, I hope you're having a great night. Morning, hope you're having a great morning. Have a great exercise. Have a great rest of your day. Sleep well. Don't let the bed bugs bite. That's it for me. You guys take care, stay safe, and until next time, I love you.